Hello everyone. Welcome in Vishweshwaryya Abhiyantriki Padvika Mahavidhyalay, and my name is Professor Halnure K.M. as a lecturer in Department of Civil Engineering. In today's lecture, we continue our first topic. In the previous lecture, we study the four contents of the first topic, overview and classification of survey. And in today's lecture, we continue our first topic. Okay, the next content of the first topic is the fifth number content is the classification of surveying. Okay, we see on the screen there are two main types of the surveying. Okay, the first is the primary classification and second is the secondary classification, the types of the survey. Next, in the primary classifications there are another two subtypes of the primary classification. The first is the plane surveying and second is geodetic surveying. These are the two subtypes of the primary classifications. Next, in the secondary classifications there are four subtypes. Okay, the first is the classification based on nature of field, second classification based on object, third classification based on methods, and fourth classification based on instrument. These are the four subtypes of the secondary classification. Okay, next, in the nature of field there are three types, another three types. The first is the land surveying, second marine surveying, third astronomical surveying. The land surveying means when we survey carried out on the surface of the earth or on the ground, then this is the land surveying. Then the second is the marine surveying. Marine surveying related with the water. Okay, when we survey in the ocean, okay, or in the river, then this is the marine surveying. The third is the astronomical surveying. In the Marathi, astronomical means the Khagol Shastra. Okay. Next, in the classification based on the object, there are four types. The first is the geological surveying. Geological surveying means in the Marathi the Bhugarbha Shastra. Okay, this is the geological surveying. Then the second is the mine surveying. Mine surveying means the survey we carried out below the ground surface of the earth. Okay, is the mine surveying. Then the third is the archaeological surveying. Archaeological surveying means the Puratatva in the Marathi. The fourth number is the military surveying. Military surveying means the road connecting or railway connecting with the two countries is the military surveying. Next, in the third subtype, classification based on the methods. Okay, there are two types. The first is the triangulation surveying. Triangulation is the method of the surveying. Okay, and this triangulation surveying we study in the second topic of the basic surveying subject. Next, second is the traverse surveying. Traverse surveying is also the methods in the surveying we used. Okay, and this traverse surveying we study in the third topic of the basic surveying subject. Next, the fourth subtype, classification based on the instrument. There are many instruments we used in the surveying. Okay, from which there are six another types. The first is the chain surveying. When we use a chain for the surveying, then this is the chain surveying. Okay, and this chain surveying we study in the second topic. Then the second type is the compass surveying. Okay, the prismatic compass we used for the surveying. Okay, prismatic compass is the type of compass. Okay, and this compass surveying we discuss or study in the third topic of the basic surveying subject. Then the third type, plane table surveying. Plane table is the another instrument we used for the surveying, and this plane table survey we discuss or study in the next semester, third semester, in the subject advanced surveying. Then the fourth is the theodolite surveying. Theodolite is the instrument used for the measuring angle between the 2 points, and this theodolite instrument or surveying we study in the next semester also. Then the fifth number content is the tachymetric surveying. Tachymetric surveying is the instrument, tachymetry is the instrument used for the measuring the RL means the reduced level or height of the any object on the surface of the earth. Okay, this tachymetry surveying we study in the next semester also, in the third semester, in the subject advanced surveying. And the sixth number is the photographic surveying or the photogrammetry. Okay, this is the important surveying or the advanced survey instruments, photogrammetry. Okay, this is the advanced surveying equipments or the instrument we use for the surveying. Okay, so these are the all classification of surveying. Okay, and this is the fifth content of the first topic. Next, in the sixth number content of the basic surveying subject is the difference between plane surveying and geodetic surveying. This is the sixth number content of the first topic, overview and classification of survey. Okay, the plane survey and geodetic survey, these are the subtypes of the primary classification. Okay, we seen in the previous slide. Okay, so what is mean by plane survey and geodetic surveying, we discuss in the form of difference. The first difference of the plane surveying and geodetic surveying is the curvature of the earth is not taken into the account. Okay, in the plane surveying means when we actually know the shape of the earth is in the curve or curvature. Okay, actual the shape of the earth is the curvature, but in the plane surveying the curvature of the earth, the shape of the earth, that is the curve. Okay, we do not consider in the plane surveying. Okay, the curve of the earth we not considered in the plane surveying. This is the first difference. Then the in the geodetic surveying the curvature of the earth is taken into account, means the curvature of the earth, the curve of our earth, okay, we considered in the geodetic surveying. This is the first difference in the plane surveying and geodetic surveying. Then the second difference is the line connecting two points on the surface of the earth is straight line. Okay, when we connect the 2 points or two objects, then the line is the straight line. Okay, in the 6 number diagram we see the line is connecting the 2 points is the straight line. Okay, and in the geodetic surveying the line connecting 2 points on the surface of the earth is curve. Okay, when we connect 2 points on the surface of the earth, then the shape of this line is the curve line. Okay, we see the curve shape of the line. Okay, because of the we consider the curvature of the earth, therefore the line is in the curve shape when we measured between the 2 points. Okay, this is the second number difference. Then the third difference is the earth surface is assumed as a plane, means the surface of the earth we considered or we assume as a plane overall. Okay, in the plane survey the surface of the earth is the plane in any place or overall in the plane surveying. Then in the geodetic surveying the earth surface is assumed to be perfect sphere. Okay, the surface of the earth we assumed as a sphere in the geodetic surveying. Okay, this is the third difference. Then the fourth difference is the greater accuracy is not required in the plane surveying, means when we survey there is not compulsory the greater accuracy. When we no need for the greater accuracy, then we use the plane surveying. Okay, and in the geodetic surveying greater accuracy is required. In the geodetic surveying the greater accuracy is required, is the must. Okay, then the fifth number difference is the covered area is less than 250 kilometer squares. The plane surveying we used below the 250 kilometer square area. Okay, plane surveying we use this survey for the below 250 kilometer square area. Okay, And the geodetic surveying, the covered area is greater than 250 kilometers square. When the area we have to be survey is the greater than 250 kilometers square, then we use the geodetic surveying. Okay, when the area having the area is more than 250 kilometers square, then we should be use the geodetic surveying. This is the fifth number difference. The sixth number difference is the figure. Okay, this is the figure of the plane surveying, the 2 points connecting with a straight line, and in the geodetic surveying the 2 points connected with the curve shape. Okay, these are the figures. This is the sixth difference. Okay, so these are the difference between the plane surveying and geodetic surveying. Okay, and here the safety instruction: stop shaking hands and hugging people. Means stop shake your hands and hug the people. Okay, avoid such things. Okay, on the basis of the COVID. Okay, so this is the sixth number content of the basics of the first topic. The next content of the first topic is the seventh number content, is the scales. Okay, scale means when we measure the distance on the ground, and this distance we must be plot on the drawing sheet, then we use the scale. Okay, so we study the scales. Scale means the ratio by which the actual length of the object is required or increased is called as scale. This is the definition of scale. And in the scale there are two types of scale. The first is the plane scale and second is the diagonal scale. In the plane scale, used to represent two successive units, that is kilometer, meter, centimeter, etc. The distance between the 2 points is the plane scale. Then the diagonal scale means the used to represent three successive units. Okay, in the plane surveying represent two successive units, and in the diagonal scale represent three successive units. These are the two types. Okay, and in which there another important point is the representative fraction, RF. Okay, what is mean by representative fraction or RF? Okay, the ratio of the distance on the drawing sheet to the corresponding actual length of the object is called as representative fraction. It means the ratio of the distance we show on the drawing sheet of the object to the, or divided by the distance, actual distance we measured on the ground between the object is the representative fraction. Okay, so here is the formula: RF is equal to distance on the drawing sheet of the object divided by corresponding actual distance of the object on the ground. For example, if a scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 meter, then okay, means scale, our scale is the 1 centimeter is equal to 10 meter. Okay, our scale is 1 centimeter is equal to 10 meter. Okay, and we have to find the representative fraction of this scale. 1 centimeter is equal to 10 meter. Okay, so the representative fraction is equal to the distance on the drawing sheet of the object divided by the corresponding actual distance of the object on the ground. Means the distance on the drawing sheet, that is the 1 centimeter. Okay, so RF is equal to 1 centimeter, that is 1 divided by distance of the object on the ground, that is the 10 meter. Okay, so divided by 10 into 100, it means we convert the meter into centimeter. Okay, so here 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So here the 10 meter. Okay, 10 meter, it means the 10 into 100 centimeter. Okay, we should be convert the meter into centimeter. Okay, 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter, then the 10 meter is equal to 10 into 100 centimeter. So we convert this 10 meter into 100. Okay, so 1 divided by 10 into 100. Okay, then it convert into centimeter. Okay, so is equal to 1 divided by 1000. This is the representative fraction or RF. Okay, so here the another safety instruction: take physical distancing seriously. Means make the distance between two persons. Okay, take physical social distancing seriously. Okay, make a social distance between two persons. Okay, and stay safe. Okay, so these all are the 7 contents of the first topic, overview and classification of survey. Okay, and here is the frequently asked questions in MSBTE. Okay, so here our first topic is over. Okay, and the last point of the first topic is the frequently asked questions in MSBT. In the MSBT final exam, they frequently asked questions. Okay, so here the 2 marks questions. The first is the state 2 principles of surveying. Okay, this question is for 2 marks, and we uh, write the 2 principles. That is, the first is the to work from whole to the part, and the second is the to fix the new point with reference to the 2 points. So these are the 2 principles. Then the second question: state any 2 uses of surveying. Okay, why you use for why what are the uses of the surveying? Okay, this question is asked for the 2 marks. Third question is the state the classification of survey based on the nature of field. Okay, means the land surveying, marine surveying, astronomical surveying. These are the classification based on the nature of field. Then fourth question is the purpose of the surveying. State the purpose of surveying. What is the purpose? Okay, the second content of our subject. Then the fifth number, definition plane surveying and geodetic surveying. The difference between the plane surveying and geodetic surveying we see in the previous slide. State the classification survey and based on object of survey. Okay, we recently see the classification based on the object. 7th number, define representative fraction of a scale. We recently see the representative fraction and their formula. So these are the questions frequently asked in the final MSBT exam for the 2 marks. Then the next is the 4 mark questions. First is the state any 4 difference between plane surveying and geodetic surveying. What is the difference between plane surveying and geodetic surveying? This question is asked for the 4 marks in MSBT exam. Then second question for the 4 mark is the explain the principle of surveying. Okay, we describe with the diagram the principle of surveying. We study in the previous lecture. And third question is the explain the principles of surveying. The second and third questions are the same. Okay, so all these questions frequently asked in the final MSBT exam for the basic surveying subject in the first topic, overview and classification of survey. Okay, so here we over our first topic, overview and classification of surveying of the subject basic surveying. Okay, in the next lecture we start our second topic. Okay, so here another safety instruction: do not gather in groups. Okay, do not gather in the groups, do not stand in the group. Okay, so this is the first topic of the basic surveying subject. In the next lecture we start our second topic of the basic surveying subject. Okay, thank you.